Hi everyone, my name is Amy with Eating Healthy, Spending Less, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you June and July's Azure Standard order. Normally, I do a once a month Azure Standard grocery haul video for you guys here. However, because I am placing smaller orders this summer, I decided to combine the two, June and July. The reason is because we lowered our grocery budget. So I know during all of this inflation, let me just do a little side note here. On my YouTube analytics, I am able to see some of the content that my viewers also watch. So it'll say they're watching your videos, but the majority are also watching these videos from other people's YouTube channels. And the one common theme that I have noticed is this scarcity mindset of inflation and stocking up and being prepared for whatever may come. And that is not the approach that I am willing to take. I trust God, but I also believe in being a good steward of our money and our resources. And so yes, I do have an emergency pantry, which I have shared on here, and I will put that video in the iCards for you. But my philosophy on all of this is much different than a lot of other channels. And I am not trying to build a grocery store in my home. I am not trying to build this prepper pantry like many people on a homestead, and I know they have various reasons for doing it. They don't live close to town, and I understand all of that. I am not trying to, step on anyone's toes. This is my channel. I'm sharing what I'm doing, and I am not buying crazy amounts of stuff. I am sticking to my usual. I have my emergency pantry in case we need it, and then I am focused now on just day-to-day operations of this household. And so that is why we have lowered our grocery budget from $700 a month to $550 a month. And it's working great. So my Azure orders are a little bit smaller. I don't need a lot. There is one thing though that I bought 100 pounds on, and I will show you. But I am just staying focused on my mission in what I'm doing. And our family is a household of 6, 4 kiddos, my husband and I, and Bayou. We make Bayou's homemade dog food, and we do supplement a little bit of kibble in with that. So let me go ahead and show you what I purchased over the last 2 months. Are you coming to say hi too? Yes, this is Bayou. If you didn't know, prices will all be linked for you in the description box down below. So the first thing I want to share with you is one major change we have made, and that is we are no longer making homemade laundry detergent like we were. I was so ecstatic to learn that this Country Save laundry detergent comes in a pack of 4, and it is the same price per load as my homemade laundry detergent. So now I use this, I love it, and I run most of our laundry on either a cold cycle or I think it's eco-friendly warm, and it has worked out wonderfully. We haven't had any reactions. The ingredients are wonderful in this, and I am going to continue to be purchasing this. I measure it out very precisely for each load, so I know I'm gonna get my 100 loads out of this bottle. I also ordered cashews. Now these ones I'm actually using right now. It came like this. So sometimes Azure packages things differently than what's shown in the pictures. I never am bothered by it. So 5 pounds came in this, 5 pounds came in this. I ordered 10 pounds. This is in my freezer. This is going into the freezer. And we use cashews a lot because we are dairy free. We don't use any milk products, and so a lot of our creamy textures in our recipes come from cashews. And so we always keep cashews on hand. So there you go. I'll put the price for you down below. One of my favorite ingredients with Azure is their Kombu, and it is a seaweed. It is full of minerals, and I love to add it anytime I make homemade vegetable broth. So I went ahead and picked up it in a flake form, and I am wanting to experiment making a mock lox and bagels recipe using carrots. So that is why I bought this, so that I could try that recipe, and the price was amazing. I'll let you know if it turns out. I purchased this Charlie Soap Laundry Pre-Spray. I have been using an OxyClean spray on my son's clothes when he gets a grass stain or something. And so I want to try this. This is better ingredients, and it was a great price, so I went ahead and purchased it on Azure. Next is organic pitted prunes. These are great if you've got any tummy issues in the house. That's all I'm going to say. There you go. It's always good to keep some prunes on hand, because you never know who might have a problem. Okay. I was running low on garlic powder, so I just picked up this 4-ounce bag of their organic garlic powder. It is the best garlic powder you will ever use. I love steak seasoning. We use Montreal steak seasoning on our potatoes or veggies, and I wanted to try a healthier alternative. Well, Azure Standard had one. It's this Montreal steak seasoning, GMO free, and it's just very few ingredients. So I went ahead and emptied it into this glass jar. The ingredients separate a little bit, so when I've used it, I just kind of shake it up and then sprinkle it on our potatoes. It's so good on Yukon Gold roasted potatoes. I highly recommend this Montreal steak seasoning. One major change that we are making to the guest household is we are going to start grinding our own wheat berries. I have owned a wheat grinder for over a year, but with so much going on in our lives, I just haven't taken the plunge to use it, and I'm so embarrassed to say that, but it's the truth. I recently watched a 3-hour-long video from the Bread Beckers. I will put a link to the video below. I know you're like, Amy, I don't have time to watch a 3-hour video, but it is really good, and it explains the health benefits of grinding your own wheat flour and how it's very relatable to scriptures in the Bible. I loved it. So I purchased this organic soft white wheat in a 5-pound bag. Now, you do not typically use soft wheat berries for bread making. That's where what I'm going to show you comes in next. But this is really good flour, apparently, because I haven't tried it yet, for pastries and cakes. So that's why I went ahead and just bought 5 pounds. I don't want a 25-pound bag or a 50-pound bag if I don't know if I'm going to use it. So I went ahead and just got this size. I'm really excited to test it out and see how my family loves it. It'll probably all be in a sourdough form, which is really going to be fun to experiment with. Okay, the monster of all monsters is that I purchased 100 pounds, there's 2 bags here, 100 pounds of the hard white wheat berries in organic. And I am thrilled beyond thrilled to finally get this shipment. Getting wheat berries right now is really, really hard because this is the end of the season from last year's harvest. Wheat harvest is in August for most farmers. So this is for sure last year's crop. And I don't care. Wheat berries can last years. We know this. And I'm just so excited to finally get them. I have been placing this same order for 4 months trying to get these wheat berries, but Azure keeps running out of them by the time my order is fulfilled. And so, yay! 100 pounds. We will be using all of this to make sourdough bread. Last month, we purchased these Food for Life brown rice gluten-free tortillas in a 3-pack. So we've already used 2 packs, and I made burritos out of them and put them in the deep freezer. Now, they do kind of fall apart, but the flavor and the texture of these is my favorite. They are so delicious. I will definitely be buying these again, but I will probably do more of a casserole or an enchilada casserole method and not rolling them like a burrito or an enchilada. Nevertheless, even though they're not the most beautiful, these are really, really good. I also purchased this miso paste. It's a red miso, so it comes out red, but I love it. I love miso in stir fries or soups, just drinking broth. This is so delicious, and it's really hard to find an organic miso, and so now I will be purchasing it from Azure because I'm so happy with this product. It's wonderful. We are major mango lovers. Some of us more than others in the house, and these frozen mango cubes are my favorite. It is really hard to find small diced mango. It's typically the really big chunks, and then I have to thaw it and then cut it to be smaller for salsas or pico de gallos. This is the perfect size mango. I am so happy with this product. I will be purchasing frozen mango from here on out from Azure Standard because this is my favorite. I also bought 6 more of the Soy Curls. We are huge fans of these Soy Curls. They just are like chicken. It is wonderful. So we use these just like you would if you were to shred chicken and add it to a casserole, or make shredded pork or chicken sandwiches with barbecue sauce, add them to stir fries for a teriyaki bowl. These are phenomenal. They are dehydrated, so you reconstitute them in water for 10 minutes, and then you just saute them until they're brown. Add whatever seasonings you want to flavor them. They're amazing. My whole family loves these Soy Curls, and it's just one ingredient, just whole non-GMO soybeans. That's it. So when it comes to cleaning dishes, I clean a lot of dishes in our kitchen sink, especially during the summer months when we're trying to not use our dishwasher that often. So I love these sponges. They are really awesome. They're made out of walnuts. They're just a favorite of mine, and I'm really enjoying these. So I purchased 3 more of these. They're a great price on Azure. I'll make sure to put a link for these for you down below. And I also purchased an Ecloth for dusting. This does not require any dusting spray or anything. You just get it damp. Do you get it damp? Yeah. You just get it damp and dust your house. I love the Ecloths. They're amazing. Okay, another product that I'm excited to try is the organic buckwheat groats. These are so good, and they're naturally gluten-free. If you are worried about it, I know it says buckwheat, but there's no gluten in them that you have to worry about. We try to incorporate a lot of grains into our diet. I think grains are so beneficial. They have helped me tremendously reverse my autoimmune issues. And I know a lot of people think that grains are the culprit. No, I just have a different take on that. And you can see all of that in my video on why I went plant-based, and I'll put a link in the iCards for you. But I want to incorporate more grains, different grains into our diet, so we're not just getting stuck on the sourdough, and we're not getting stuck on oats, because we use a lot of oats in this house. So we're gonna start using some of this buckwheat groats for our breakfast. I'll probably cook these in the Instant Pot overnight, and we'll enjoy it for breakfast the next day with some fruit. Last but not least, toothpaste. Trader Joe's used to sell a fennel seed toothpaste, and they stopped selling it, and I'm so sad, Trader Joe's, that you did that, because it was my favorite, and I never had cavities when I used it. And then you stopped selling it, and then I had to go back to the mint, and I got a couple of cavities. So this I'm super excited that I found on Azure. It's the Desert Essence Tea Tree Oil Toothpaste with fennel. It's fluoride-free, SLS-free, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, and I love it. So if you don't like anise flavor, you're not going to enjoy this product. But I grew up eating black licorice and anise, and I love it. And I love this toothpaste in the way it makes my mouth feel. So I highly recommend this toothpaste. If you want to try something different, this is the toothpaste to try. I love it. And if you don't like fennel, you don't have to get fennel. There's other flavors. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I gave you some great ideas. And like I said earlier, I will put the prices for you down below so that you can see. These are phenomenal prices. Now, I will tell you on the wheat berries, I did find some cheaper prices elsewhere, but the shipping costs made them so astronomically high. Azure was actually the best price that I could find. If you are new to my channel, would you please hit that subscribe button and like this video? It helps me to know that you like videos like this. I love making YouTube videos all about handcrafted recipes using fresh ingredients in everyday living. And don't forget, this girl is on a budget. I will see you all in my next video, friends. Bye-bye.